they say Sunday is family day. So it is very important and it speaks a lot when athletes spend what's supposed to be is their rest day inside the SGS Stadium. Nandito tayo sa 4th floor of the SGS Foundation Building in G. Araneta Avenue, Quezon City para ihatid sa inyo ang isa na namang triple header Sunday sa inyong Grace Alumni Basketball League 2023. As we take a look at today's match, my name is Graham Esber, kasama ko si Nico Rocha. And Nico, it is another day of the Grace Alumni Basketball League 2023.
As we can see here, it's going to be CHANG versus SP2S. Of course, I want to see Gilbert Sanida, the former CSB Blazer, being present in this game. Next up are the Vicon Builders with Air Trap at 3:15 and Masumax and go up and up to complete this triple header at 4:30 p.m.
At ito nga, pinag-uusapan natin to, no? Ever since this tournament has started, it's a short tournament. As we take a look at our team standings, sinati nga sila sa dalawang grupo, and only Vicon Builders has been undefeated so far, and we're gonna see them later.
And yes, and actually it's a battle of Group A for this first game that we're gonna see right now. CHANG Spa, they have guys like Alex Downhill D, Jogo, and SP2S, of course, Gilbert Sanida and Rego, who we will be seeing on your screens in a bit.
Ito namang CHANG Spa, ano, nandito nga si Downhill D, who was very impressive doon sa kanyang previous game. And also Gilbert Sanidad, as we take a look at it, Don Reyes Hardware key matchup. Ito nga si Downhill D and Gilbert Sanidad, both were explosive in their previous games nung nakaraang linggo against their respective opponents.
And looking at Downhill, this matchup, Downhill D is the first in the league in scoring with 21 points a game. His height isn't as big as Gilbert Sanidad, but his heart can match up with any player that you see right now on the court. Gilbert Sanidad naman with 20 points a game, second in the league. It's a battle of the first and second points per game scorers here in the Grace Alumni Basketball League presented by Bounty Fresh.
Sabi mo nga, no, ito yung dalawang top scorer natin sa tournament. Itong si Gilbert Sanidad, former CSB Blazer from 2003 and 2004. Sabi niya nga, nung nakausap ko siya, nag-apply siya or nag-tryout siya at least sa PBL when it was still up, itong PBL back in the day. Take a look at the previous game last week. So our triple header, we had Masumax and SP2S. Nagwagi dyan ng SP2S by 15, 71-56. That was when Rego hit 5 straight 3-pointers in the 4th quarter. Itong Vicon Builders remain undefeated by beating itong go up and up 74-56. And to close out that triple header, it was a 5-point victory, a slim one by CHANG Spa. They led all the way. Air Trap knocked on the door, but it wasn't enough to delete or overcome the deficit. So yan yung laro natin last week. We take a look at our matchup for today between CHANG Spa 2-1 and SP2S, currently at 1-1.
Ito again, minention nga natin kaya Downhill D is number 1 in scoring in total points with 63 for CHANG Spa. Johannes Go is what I call a guy that's really comfortable with the 3-pointers. Sobrang comfortable niya. Gusto niya tumira sa may volleyball line. Gusto niya malayo. And that really works out for Johannes Go. And SP2S, of course, Gilbert Sanida being present in their team as their main guy moving forward.
Nakita rin natin kanina doon si Rego, the second leading scorer naman para dito sa SP2S. He had 19 points versus Masumax on 5 of 9 3-point shooting. And we're about to begin actually this game between SP2S and CHANG Spa. So one of these two teams will be having their second loss. Itong SP2S only played 2 games so far. Abang itong CHANG Spa naman already participated in 3 matches.
I'm excited to see you dito sa Group A. Magwawagi. You'll never know, especially with the quality of the players that they both have. It's anybody's ball game, Graham, when it comes to the Grace Alumni Basketball League. Especially drafting to diba? Drafting yung pagdating nila sa players. Yung pagkuha nila sa team. So, as the games go on in the coming days and weeks, the chemistry will also build, especially when you play with these guys.
Hindi dito yung porkit magkakaibigan lang kayo, no? Nagsama-sama kayo sa isang team. So, that makes it fair, no? When we do it via drafting.
Our referees for this game are Jake Maligaya, John Lesinis, and Jerome Guy.
So here we go. Laban ng SP2S and CHANG Spa. So we take a look at the starting lineup for both teams. So the usual, actually, Earl C starting, I believe, in favor of itong si Jomar Albino na hindi ko pa nakikita in the venue.
And I like the mga photos, they're very fresh, everybody. Here, next one on your screens are CHANG Spa, Alex Lau, their main big man. Dunhill D, the leading scorer for the league. Johannes Go, a 3-point marksman, ala Alan Kaidik, Henry Cheng, and Kingsley C rounding up the 5 for CHANG Spa.
And of course, dahil nga itong mga to ay lahat ay alumni ng Grace Academy. Talagang magkakaibigan sila.
Magkakaibigan and they know their game. Magkakilala yung mga yan. Pagdating sa tendencies, sino yung imamarka. Simula pa lang ng league no opening, alam na nila nasisigaw na nila Parang, dito pumunta ka. Ito.
Walang nagkakainitan kumbaga, Jump ball is gonna be between Lau and MJ Tan, Mark Jason Tan. SP2S, first possession goes to SP2S. Atake agad si Gilbert Sanidad. And Lau was there to cover him.
That first quarter brought to you by Bounty Fresh, the main sponsor for the Great Alumni Basketball League.
Yeah, Bounty Fresh, the one you deserve. Laking Farm Fresh, Bounty Fresh. Sanidad ginawa ng paraan. Nagkanta naman ang tira ngayon ni Gilbert Sanidad.
And si Gilbert Sanidad, of course, alam na natin yan. He will be the main option for SP2. It's a matter of sino yung tutulong kay Gilbert Sanidad in this matchup against the number 1 team sa Group A.
That's something that we will figure out. Goal left open. Comes up short. Dito rin sa CHANG Spa, sino tutulong kay Dunhill D?
Dami, CHANG Spa. There's a reason why they're number 1 in Group A. You have guys like Alex Lau who always be reliable when it comes to the second chance points. Johannes Go with the threes. And of course, Kingsley C sometimes has that 3-point touch whenever he's left open.
That's the second Alahoy shot from SP2S that time around, courtesy of MJ Tad. And they got the possession back with the Earl C steal. 4-2 in favor of SP2S. Air ball by Lim. Shot locked down to 2. Ray Go for 3. Yes!
Rego had 5 3-pointers in their last game. So I am not surprised with his kahit anong level of difficulty yan, papasok tira ni Rego.
Parang lahat ng ipapasok na tira ng SP2S ngayon is difficult shot, I should say. Wala pa sila na ipapasok na madali. Here comes Dunhill D, leading scorer in the tournament.
If you're SP2S, this is a dream start against almost 9-0, but still 7-0 against CHANG Spa, the number 1 team. You want to get the advantage as early as possible since you don't want CHANG Spa to find their rhythm as the game goes on. Or at least, dehado sila.
Lau inside was fouled. And he has a chance to break the dry spell para dito sa CHANG Spa. Alex Lau at the free throw line. Solid big man for
He gets a lot of
CHANG
offensive
Spa.
rebounds, di ba, Grem?
Oo.
Considering that he's the tallest guy on the floor and also a guy that knows how to play the angles. He knows where the ball will land. Ala Dennis Rodman, just finding out the physics of the ball.
Just like his brother Oliver Lau, who plays for the Viking Builders.
Buti hindi sila pinagsama.
It's drafting, yes. 7-1 is our score. Earl C for 3. Can't get it to go.
Johannes Go nagbababa.
Go already missed the 3-pointer. The referee blew a whistle. It's going to be an offensive foul against CHANG Spa.
Hindi natin nakita from our end, but I think may mga, I think the instant replay will show maybe ano yung nangyari.
Si Henry Cheng. Yung tawag yung mga tito gulang.
Mga tito gulo. Mga tinatry natin i-emulate pagdating sa ating mga liga rin. Mga barangay leagues, inter-village. Something that we can learn from them.
When we get to that stage, Digo. Bounty Fresh, the one you deserve. Laking Fresh. Bounty Fresh, our sponsor, one of our main sponsors for the Grace Alumni League 2023 would not have been possible without the help of Bounty Fresh. 4.9 seconds on the shot clock. Go.
Pasa ng chance pa yun.
And it's gonna be jump ball. Bola tutungo dito sa Chang's pa.
Double potential goes to CHANG.
Maganda dito sa SP2S game if you look at it. Si Rego, 3 points. Mark Tan, 2 points. Gilbert Sanidad, 2 points. Yun yung the kind of help that he needs. Kailangan talaga ng early presence ng teammates para hindi predictable yung offense nila as the game goes on.
Kalat yung production,
Kalat yung
kumbaga, ng
production.
SP2S. Lau was blocked by Sanidad underneath.
That's how you stop an Alex Lau, the tallest guy on the floor. Also a very dominant player when he finds his footing inside the paint.
Go for 3, no. And Chang with the rebound.
I would say this is a slow start for Chang. Usually they start great. Actually, ang sakit ng Chang was they lose big leads in the second half. Pero they still keep it. Nananalo pa rin sila. Pero medyo concerning yung you have a 20-point lead and biglang you just win by 6 or 7.
Exactly. On the other end, turnover from SP2S. Here comes Jogo to Lau. He could be too deep, and he is.
That's expected from Alex Lau. He can finish with either hand as long as he's in the paint.
Approaching 6 to play. 7-3 in favor of SP2S. Oh, ganda naman ang galaw na yon.
Ganda ng galaw ni Lim.
TV timeout.
We have a TV timeout. 9-3 is our score in favor of SP2S. A strong start.
And a timeout is brought to you by Goodfellow Pharma Corporation. We'll be back after this timeout.
Mineral water. Mandarin Sky.
Grounded natin sa back inside the SGS Gymnasium. Dito sa tuktok ng SGS Foundation building in G. Araneta, Quezon City, Graham Esbert together with the host of the Sixth Man podcast, Nico Rocha. And it has been a sensational start for SP2S, Nico.
Yeah, and SP2S, they're unlike in the previous games that I watched SP2S, they're not predictable this time. I said this a few times already in this coverage, but the more help that Gilbert Sanidad gets, the more they'll be dangerous as the game goes on.
Mako-conserve kasi energy niya,
Yes.
no? And that will give him enough fuel in the long run as Lau trying to dominate inside but he misses.
And iba na rin yung tiwala nila sa iba yung SP2S nung game 1 to SP2S now in their third game. I'm sure they could have held practices on their own and just really work on their tendencies.
Skills District, our official ball for the Grace Alumni Basketball League 2023. Foul on Lim, that's his first. Mukhang wala nga talaga si Jomar Albino, Nico, for SP2S. The one who pushes the pace, whether you like it or not for SP2S.
Yes, actually, when we went here to SGS Stadium, I was looking for Albino. He's one of the main guys for his team. But now that he's not there, he's definitely an X factor. It changes a lot of things for the team, even though that he's not the main guy. But he keeps the engine running for his team.
Sanidad with his second block. Ball remains on the side of Chang Spa with 7 on the shot clock. Lau They're starting to become predictable with 2.8 on the shot clock. Sanidad tapped it out. Pero halos lahat ng opensa nila kay Lau pumupunta, bihira makatira si Dunhill D.
When your star player like Alex Lau, you will expect those double teams to come. You see, nakita mo yung kanina Grem, diba? The moment they dumped it off to Alex Lau, it's an automatic double team. Hence the out of bounds a while ago.
That's a 24-second shot clock violation. Ball did not hit the rim on the Dunhill D attempt. Tapang naman ng tawid na inilim. Kicks it out. Ray Go. 3 in and out.
That looked like it was good.
I want to thank 10A City, our official outfitter for the Grace Alumni Basketball League 2023. There's a foul on the drive by Chang's pad. That's Ben Joking. You have a timeout by Chang's pad. They're trailing by 6. Timeout brought to you by Goodfellow Pharma Corporation, transforming the lives of the Filipino people. Back inside the SGS Gymnasium, kung saan itong SP2S started strong against Chang's pad. Take a look at some of the highlights here. That's a block right there by Alex. Now talagang pader ano kapag pinasok mo.
That's a guy that averages 2+ blocks a game, so I'm not surprised. And they keep challenging him, but maybe it's sometimes to get a foul out of Alex Lau. So kudos to SP2S attacking one of the best defensive players right now in the Grace Alumni Basketball League.
Shot clock down to 4. Talagang nagko-compress sila dun sa area ni Alex Lau. Every time he positions himself inside.
I mean, that's how you try to beat the Chang's pad. Like, yung mistakes sa ibang team when it comes to guarding Alex Lau is that they do it one-on-one. But ito, SP2S did their homework and they know that they have to disrupt getting the ball to Alex, or at least make his life miserable whenever he has the ball in the paint.
This time around, looks like they're not going to him. And they turn the ball over. Good defense by SP2S, limiting shot to just 3 points. 6 minutes into this game.
I'm not used to seeing Dunhill D with 0 points with 4 minutes left in this quarter.
Oh, and I think Chusarap every day.
Going back to Dunhill D, the leading scorer, 0 points by in the first quarter. That's very rare. Usually he starts off strong. So credit and kudos to the SP2S defense on the main players.
Sarado yung pinto kay Dunhill D as Raygo finds himself open, too strong.
Ito si Raygo, in-rhythm naman yung resalo niya sa bola. Hindi lang talaga papasok ngayon.
Great defense right there from Ben Juking. But Chang's pad will retain possession. 8 on the 24. D. Picked by Lau. Kicks it to a wide open. Alexander Tan. Alex Tan from downtown.
Yan ang sinasabi natin yung mga extra help na kailangan ng Chang's pad.
Cantigo Sports making our lives easier, Nico, dito sa coverage na ito. No? Giving us everything that we need to see, including the score and foul situation as Benjo King goes inside and gets the banker to go.
It's definitely world-class quality, and a lot of leagues should try checking out Cantigo Sports because the production and everything is just really amazing and makes our lives easier for everybody in this stadium right now.
You'll see the foul, no, yung team foul, personal fouls, and everything. Don't look now, SP2S is in team penalty situation. So that will mean 2 free throws for Alex Tan, who just knocked down a 3-pointer earlier.
If you're SP2S, you better take it easy on the defense. Don't be too aggressive, considering that you don't want Chang's pad trying to catch up to you via the free throw line when the clock is not moving.
1 for 2 was Alex Tan. Tama ka dun, Nico, dahil nga na-limit na nila yan kanina. We want to thank Mandarin Sky. Experience heavenly, authentic Chinese cuisine that serves live seafood or simply delightful dim sums with Mandarin Sky.
maybe it's a place that I could go to right after this game.
After this game.
Celebrate.
Sabang ba ko dyan, Nikos? Gilbert Sanidad hits a 3-pointer. Dinoble na ng SP2S ang production dito ng Changs pa. 14-7.
Gilbert Sanida, usually we see him driving down the lane, staying inside the paint, but stretching out and trying to make his offense more unpredictable against Chang Spa.
That's another guy who normally takes his shot from the inside. Alex Lau trying to go outside there. No conversion, under 2 to play. In the first quarter, a dominant first quarter so far for SP2S, keeping Chang Spa at bay. Palagtas now in the game. D for 3. Won't go. But offensive rebound na sa Chang Spa. Hindi na sa loan ni Dunhill D. Dire-diretso papunta sa atin.
Buti nakuha ni, ni FD. Thank you. Buti hindi na coverage natin. But Dunhill D's, I think a slow start is an understatement. I think it's a really, ito yung worst game niya so far in the first quarter. Considering he gets it going already.
Pahinga muna. Ito si Dunhill D on the bench. Sanidad wants the ball against Stan. He's got the advantage. They go inside. Rego is fouled. Tinapon na lang ni Rego para makatira siya ng 2 free throws.
And it's nice to see Gilbert Sanidad becoming like a ala Tomata sa bonus when it comes to dishing inside the paint, but flicking it to Rego, who found it was open and getting fouled in the process for 2 free throws.
And he has the luxury of doing so far. Itong si Gilbert Sanidad kasi nga yung teammates niya are contributing on the offensive side of the court as well. So Rego with another chance. Goes 0 for 2, but he got his own miss.
Gusto ko sa jersey ng SP2S, it's their first names at the back compared sa last names ng Chang Spa.
Parang Chinese, eh?
Oo.
Which most of them are.
Which most of them are. Yeah.
Under a minute to play. Go for 3. That drew nothing rather.
It's a bad start for Chang Spa. All of their guys not getting their usual production. Especially Joe Go gets it going early as well. So it's a matter of sino ang magiging X factor ng Chang Spa. Who is that fourth guy to help out the usuals that we know about?
Sa agawan ng bola na yun, last touch si Ian Lee ng SP2S. Bola babalik na sa Chang Spa. Chance to cut into this lead. Hindi na nila ito mabubura when the first quarter ends. But at least get themselves closer, and that's what Alex Tan did.
Alex Tan providing the help. I think the second three-pointer, Alex Tan, right?
Yes.
For Chang Spa, he's their X factor so far, while he picks up the slack for his star teammates, who hopefully needs to get it going in the second to fourth quarters.
Go with 6 on the shot clock. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Will they get it off in time?
They did.
Referees will talk about it.
Highlights natin yung mga
They will
three-point
confirm. They're saying it's good.
Nice move for SP2S. Some of our replays from the highlights in the first quarter. You see Gilbert Sanida with a rare three-pointer. You usually see him outside the mostly in the mid-range, but to see him in the three-point line is something new.
Those 2 3-pointers by Alex Tan were big.
Providing help for Chang Spa, who are down by 4.
And just like that,
By 2, rather.
dalawa lang ang inahabol ng Changs pa at the end of 1, 14-12. Magbabalik po ang inyong Bounty Fresh Grace Alumni Basketball League 2023 for the second quarter. Back inside the SGS Foundation Building. At nandito tayo sa SGS Stadium or Gymnasium. Saan itong SP2S barely hanging on to a 2-point lead against Chang Spa. Good drive by Jason Tan. That's MJ10 for the 2 points.
It's rare na walang dun ha. Walang big man presence to contest. Usually Chang Spa is great at blocking those shots at the rim. But I see that Alex Lau is in the bench, so
Ah,
I think that's why may deficiencies right
kaya
now sa
walang
defense.
tao. No,
Oo.
Alex Tan rims out. Maxi Air. Air Condition. One of our sponsors in this tournament. As it's gonna be a traveling violation against Gilbert Sanidad. Balikan natin yung Maxi Air. No, kailangan natin. Napakainit ng panahon ngayon, Nico.
So it's a perfect air conditioner right now to get, especially yung mga naghahanap ng bago for your house. Maxi Air is the right one for you.
Wanna take a look at our Fullercon Industries drive of the game.
Ganda nga ng drive na yun. Not much contest. Saw the gap in the defense. Took advantage of it.
No resistance at all on the side of Chang Spa. Now they have the ball. 16-12. SP2S. Chang goes to goal. Can't get the 3 to go. Ayaw talaga for Jogo so far.
If I were Jogo, I would go farther away from the line and
Baka
maybe
yun ang
get
kailangan.
my... considering Jogo, I respect him as a shooter. I've seen a lot of his games here. And hopefully when I reach his age, I still play like him. Considering I love to play in the 3-point area.
That time around, si MJ Tan sinagasaan to si Cheng, to say the least. And that's gonna be an offensive foul. Second personal foul on MJ Tan. Talagang inantay siya dun eh.
Yung maganda sa Chang, nabasa nila na, okay, this guy loves to drive. Let's stay in front of him. Yun. Thankfully, this time, they were able to get an offensive foul kaysa uncontested na naman na layup.
Alex Tan already made 2 3-pointers. Can't get the 2-pointer to drop. Here comes Ace Palagtas, runner. Third serving for Chang Spa.
Look at that defense. Yung defense without fouling, no?
Ayan na si Jogo. Ayaw talaga for him.
And you can see he's visibly frustrated. He's scratching his head and just wiping the sweat on his face. You can definitely see that the form is 3-pointers getting to his head, but knowing his game, he'll just trust his game, and hopefully the ball enters eventually.
Here's the thing about Chang Spa. Jogo scoreless. Dunhill D scoreless. They're only trailing by 4.
Yun nga eh. Alex Lau, 3 points, di ba? So, this is a good sign for SP2S, but no, the Chang Spa is just one breakout game away from any of those 3.
That's an air ball from Angelo Lim. Here comes Dunhill D. Still cannot see any light at the end of the scoreless tunnel.
They were able, muntik naman 8 seconds, but they were aware. Good job on their teammates to tell like, hey, 8 seconds, 8 seconds.
Man,
It's very
that-
underrated.
That possession went nowhere for SP2S. As we take a look at this replay brought to you by Maxi Steel, the roll-up door specialist.
3-on-2 break. Dunhill D leading the charge.
And he has a chance to get his first points from the 4.5 meter line.
Ayun, sabi niya nga parang may mali sa laro ni Dunhill D. Hindi niya suot yung headband niya kanina. Sabi ko parang may kulang kay Dunhill D na naglalaro siya ngayon. Yung headband niya kinuha niya sa bench. Sabi ko, okay, yun, okay na. All is well.
Ayan na.
If you're a scorer like him, you just need to see the ball once go through the hoop, and maybe that's all you need to get to your usual scoring of 18 to 20 points a game.
Or you probably just need to wear your headband.
Or maybe you just need to wear your headband.
Missed the second free throw. 16-13. SP2S keeping their heads above water but barely against Chang Spa. Sanidad rims out. Lim disturbed underneath.
Muntik na turnover yun. Naipit sila kay Gilbert.
Palagtas, left-hander, no. Takbo na sa kabilang dulo itong SP2S. They have the numbers. King lost it.
That's why Alex Lau is a great defensive player. He was able to knock that out. Grabe, a big guy against a smaller person, di ba?
Walang takot. Now we want to thank Bounty Fresh, the one you deserve. Hashtag Laking Farm Fresh. Bounty Fresh, our sponsor for this Grace Alumni League 2023. Again, it will not be possible to have this without Bounty Fresh.
Well, I'm surprised Jogo didn't shoot that.
He's struggling. It's probably in his head.
You can hear the respect though. You can hear the whole gym. Shooter!
But as an athlete, kailangan meron ka short-term memory.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes mahirap tanggalin yun. That sticks with you, right? Especially, Jogo could be considered a streaky shooter if he decides to pass that one. But hopefully it turns around for him to make this an incredibly tight ball game up until the end.
There will be a time na ititira niya yan, Nico. For sure.
Dapat sa logo na lang. Knowing the skills of a Jogo, I hope he shoots it from mid-court.
I think he sees the volleyball line as a target
That's his
more
marker.
than the three-point line in basketball. 1-point game. 16-15 SP2S. They've led in this entire game. But it's down to the slimmest of all margins. Shot clock down to 6. Earl C. Goes to Lim. No. Sanidad, there's no time anymore. We have a TV timeout. It's 16 for SP2S and 15 for Chang Spa. Here in the second quarter. This timeout is brought to you by Goodfellow Pharma Corporation, transforming lives of the Filipino people. We will be back after this timeout. Back inside the SGS Foundation building, kung saan itong laro na to, Nico, feels like it's been dominated by SP2S, pero pag tinignan mo yung score, it's just 16-15.
Yeah, it's because SP2S, we see that they found their groove, but Chang, they're getting contributions from different people. It's not the usual people that we see it from. So that's why nagiging ganun yung perspective natin with regards to sino mga ba yung nangunguna sa kanila sa dalawang koponan na to ngayon sa Grace Alumni Basketball League.
And they haven't maximized the struggles itong Chang Spa. Talking about SP2S, they can take the lead right here. Foiled right there. Lau was disturbed, and it's back with SP2S.
I love the defensive effort of SP2S. That's how you stop guys like him.
Go will not hesitate. Sanidad, correction, that's not Sanidad, that's Chua. Flying in for the offensive rebound.
Whenever I see plays like that, you skying for the rebound, I am not convinced this is 35 and up with the way these guys are playing.
Sanidad misses that completely. Here comes downhill D. Bounces it off to Balagtas, but Sanidad read that perfectly.
Great defensive stop from Gilbert Sanidad, the former Blazer.
Go. Nagpasabit na lang doon si Ray Go so he can earn a trip to the line for 2 shots. Wherein earlier, sablay yung dalawang tira niya.
Great recognition by Raygo that he was already being held. So the first thing he did was like, how do I get this shot off? And tried to get 2 free throws from the referee.
That look by Jogo is the look of someone who cannot believe that call.
As long as the referees are against us, I will always have that face as well.
Being an official is really a tough job.
Yes, that's why we kudos to everybody here in the Grace Alumni Basketball League, the referees that they get.
Approaching 5 to play. Balagtas, they want to go inside to Lau. Who goes reverse and ties the game at 17.
What I love about Alex Lau is it doesn't matter what hand he finishes with. It doesn't matter if it's left or right. He's gonna get it. He's gonna punch it through as long as there's a sliver of daylight.
That's the thing about guarding a left-hander. No? Dala sa abangan mo sa kanan kasi that's like 80-90% of the time. A shot clock is down to 5. Jogo with the steal. Tumatakbo dito ang Chang Spa. But that was intercepted by Earl C. Go. Goes baseline, kicks it out. Sanidad, will he catch it? No, it's with Dunhill D now against 2 defenders. Chang from the free throw line, hesitated. D has been hesitant as well.
Nice pass by Jogo.
Really believe it, Nico. Lamang na dito at Chang Spa 19-17.
And it's not from the usual guys, di ba? Except Alex Lau, who we expect really to be on the scoreboard.
Sanidad, binawi agad yung kalamangan. Pinalik sa SP2S with that 3-pointer, 20-19.
Gilbert Sanidad must be working on 3-pointers heading into this game. Suabe na suabe yung ano niya, yung release.
That's his second for the game. Go! Answers back!
That's all he needs. That's all Jogo needs.
At ayan ang ayaw makita ng SP2S. That's why they will call a timeout as we take a look at that Jogo 3-pointer. Kanina, he's been struggling. Now he's starting to find his mark. We have a timeout by SP2S. They're now trailing by 2. Timeout brought to us by Goodfellow Pharma Corporation, transforming lives of the Filipino people. Maraming salamat sa pagsama sa amin dito sa coverage ng Bounty Fresh Grace Alumni League 2023, which is being live streamed at the Head Start Sports Academy in YouTube. Doon yun makikita ang live stream namin. We also have the live scores, schedules, and stats sa www.headstart.ph.
What I love about Head Start PH is really the detail, the FIBA level detail that you see on the stats right there. That's why ang ganda basahin. It's really great for us panelists to check out the stats as well. So we have a full history of what happened before the games that you see right now.
Yung live stats na hindi lang yung points yung makikita mo and fouls.
Yes. Even the plus minus.
Oh. Their offense went nowhere for SP2S. Pinilit ni MJ Tan. Pasukin yung masikip na eskinita. And Lim picks up his third.
Just like that, Changspa already has the 2-point lead over SP2S.
If you're SP2S, you cannot commit those fouls dahil short-handed na kayo eh.
Exactly. Actually, Changspa, medyo same lang naman din sila, pero in terms of yung pagod din. No?
Wanna thank Max Steele, the roll-up door specialist. One of our sponsors in the tournament, as Gilbert Sanidad goes coast to coast to tie the game at 22.
Gilbert Sanidad, that's his game, the running game. That's why for the 3-pointers, those are just the cherry on top.
Uh-oh. I thought Jogo's gonna take that 3. D has been quiet. Go inside, Chang. Disturbed. And it will stay with Changspa with 3.7 seconds on the shot clock. It's gonna be a baseline inbound for Changspa. Ito yung mga play na pinapractice mo sa sa ensayo. Kumbaga, Changspa's next 3 games. May 7 against SP2S, May 14 against Go Up and Up, and Air Trav on May 17. D was blocked.
Good defense on SP2S, knowing that Dunhill D has no more time, so he has no chance but to hoist that shot up.
Minadali na rin ni Dunhill D yung tira. As Reiko fires and Lau clears the rebound. Go for 3.
Oh, almost. Kala ko papasok na eh.
Parang every shot that he takes, no?
On point eh. Talagang hitting just the side of the rim, short, or ano. Pero nandun eh. Walang airball kay Johannes Go eh.
Parang wala yung mga offline, di ba?
Oh, walang offline
off
kay
the mark.
Johannes Go.
Tan forces his way in this time around. He gets a foul. It's gonna be an Alex Lau.
Wow, this is third. So good job on SP2S on getting the fouls on one of the main stars of Changspa.
MJ Tan with 4 points. Batch 2002. I was 6 years old, Nico, and
I was 8.
when he graduated.
Nagka-age reveal na tayo tuloy on broadcast. But seeing how these guys play, I feel like they'll still beat us in basketball games for sure.
We'll give them a good run, but I'm
They
not
will
gonna be
prevail at the
100%
end.
confident that you will beat them. Yung experience di ba? Yung mga gulang na natutunan nila.
Hindi ko kaya hindi ko kaya sila downhill D. Hindi ko kaya i-back down sina Alex Lau. Mahirap yan.
Downhill D, ito na. Nagpaparamdam na for Chang Spa. He already has 3 points. That's his first field goal of the game. Came with 1.5 minutes remaining in the second.
Slow start, but that could be the signal for Downhill D that he's finally here in this ball game. Another steal for Downhill D actually. He's been really active on defense. Bumabawi siya sa depensa kahit di maganda yung shooting niya earlier in
kung hindi siya
game first half.
Kung hindi siya nakakapag-contribute sa opensa, binabawi niya lang sa depensa. Kasi yung mga teammates niya, sinasalo rin naman siya on the offensive end.
And that comes with the great drafting. Whoever drafted for Chang Spa, that's maganda yung balance ng team. That's the reason they're number 1 in Group A right now.
2-point game in favor of Chang Spa, 24-22. Again, SP2S started this game 7-0. A slim finally.
Uncontested mid-range shot.
Want to thank Summit Mineral Water, right hydration, right mineral. Hashtag thirst for more. Summit Mineral Water. Downhill D, back-to-back hits.
Ayan na nga. Nagigising na. You wake up a sleeping dragon like Downhill D. It's gonna be a long night for you.
Do not want to see that if you're SP2S. If you're Chang Spa, happy ka dyan.
Open na naman yung right side na yun. They don't want that. They don't want to give up those open mid-range. Knowing these guys, sanay magtumira sa mid-range.
Lee, different result there though. Lau is complaining that he was pushed. The refs did not blow their whistle. Tan. They can go for the last shot here. They won't. That's an early attempt. They have 2 seconds. Chang Spa, Downhill D for 3. Masyadong malakas. And that will end the second quarter. It's a tight game, Nico.
It's exciting. This is the kind of games that I love to watch, especially in the Alumni League. It's more of who will step up for each team.
26-24 at our halftime break. It's Chang Spa ahead against SP2S for our Bounty Fresh Grace Alumni Basketball League 2023. We'll be back for the third quarter of action.
Bakit? Hindi, pag kasi, siyempre, sa bangkit sa amin. Pag nababanggit na... Oo, tas turo.
Nakatingin na rin ako sa TV. Sa TV na ako nanonood eh.
Dito kami nanonood, dito tayo nanonood eh. Dito naman talaga tayo nanonood.
man mapunta, may bounty friend. My bounty friend.
Welcome back inside the SGS Foundation building in G. Araneta, Quezon City. Halftime break. Kalahin mo nga naman, Nico, that CHANG Spa is ahead against SP2S as we take a look at our first half highlights.
And you can see here Gilbert's needed with one of his 2 3-pointers for SP2S, and why the reason why they're keeping up with the #1 team in Group A. Johannes Go, his only 3-pointer out of 6, but it's alright. Makakuha niya yung kumpiyansa. Gilbert's needed with drives to the rim, with may contest, pero for him, since that's his bread and butter, it doesn't matter if there's a defender or not.
Dunhill D nagparamdam towards the end of the second quarter with back-to-back hits. Tumutulong din naman yung mga kakampi ni Gilbert Sanidad.
And maganda kay Dunhill D, it's off the screens, and that's his patented pull-up mid-range shot, courtesy of a Dunhill D, who's the leading scorer right now in the Grace Alumni Basketball League.
Ayaw ni Dunhill D ng mga libreng tira no? As we take a look at our halftime statistics right there, which is gonna be flashed on our screen in a few seconds. This live stream, by the way, is something that you can watch via the Head Start Sports Academy channel on YouTube.
Or on Facebook sa Grace Alumni Basketball League.
Oo. Here are the halftime stats, 26-24.
And
Both teams malala yung field goal percentage, Nico.
Oh, for both teams, kita mo naman. But you can see that the defense is there. Kaya kitang-kita natin na everybody's there, everybody's showing up for every layup or mid-range or 3-point shot. They're there to contest, especially with the turnovers. Active feet on the defense, and that's why you see the numbers aren't exactly the usual, where we see 35% and up, but that's just the credit to the defense that everybody on both teams are doing, the effort.
Mabigat dito for SP2S is mga nasayang nila na free throw. 1 out of 6.
That's the 5 points could be the difference. You'll never know. Babalikan nila yan at the end of the fourth quarter, where our free throws were the difference. Was it the difference in getting us the victory and having a tie, or actually leading Group A if they win SP2S?
Oh, they will overtake in
2-2.
CHANG Spa.
Oh.
As CHANG Spa will fall down to 2-2, but that's something that we will figure out in the next 20 minutes of basketball. Alex Tan hit 2 3-pointers. He's going to be inbounding the ball. We're on our way in the third quarter.
Third quarter brought to you by Bounty Fresh, the major sponsor for the Grace Alumni Basketball League.
For SP2S, you have to be careful because Dunhill D is starting to heat up. But the shot clock is starting to wind down. 4 seconds. 2 seconds. Do they know it? I think they do.
Sayang yun, si Ace was free and actually in rhythm. Kita mo yung niya, yung bola niya.
He had all day to shoot. I mean, all of those 2 seconds left on the shot clock to shoot. Goodfellow Pharma Corporation, transforming lives of the Filipino people. One of our sponsors. This Grace Alumni Basketball League 2023. This shot clock is a problem. And it's in and out.
Just release the ball early before the shot clock.
He had to itong si Jello Lim because there wasn't much time left in that possession. D nagpasabit. That was straight. I thought it was going in.
I thought that was gonna be the first 4-point play here in the first game triple header sa Grace Alumni Basketball League. Knowing Dunhill D, I won't be surprised if it indeed enters.
Oo, dahil nga diretso ano? Is he really 35?
I'm not convinced that he is. It's just condition to condition, karamihan sa kanila, and it's just why I love watching and being part of the GABL 2023. Oh, that's only 2. Kala ko tatlo.
2 points.
Wala lang pala. Okay.
Good enough for a 4-point lead. I can only name one 35-year-old better than Dunhill D at this point. LeBron James.
Well, how old is he? 39?
38.
38.
Naring lamig na talaga dito. SP2S. This has been their problem, yung consistency.
Yes. They've been lumusot yung bola kay Alex Tan.
10 years ago, that would have been a catch.
Or actually, ano lang talaga, hindi mo lang na yung trajectory ng bola. Parang ready naman siya dun eh. Ready naman siya.
Tawag nila doon, butas ang kamay, di ba? 28-24. Chang Spa now on top. Largest lead of the game for them after trailing early in this game. Running drive. MJ Tan, no. Dunhill D clears the rebound.
Great job by MJ Tan to create space, pero ano lang. Good defense on the part of Chang Spa, knowing that he would pull up.
Alex Tan, mainit dito sa laban na to. He already has 8 points in this game. 30-24. Chang Spa starting to pull away, showing us why they're the #1 team in their group. Earl C cannot change that. Balagtas now running. D is his option. He chose to go himself. Dunhill D, bang in the bucket. Send him to the line for one more.
There's a reason Dunhill D is averaging 4 to 5 rebounds a game, and it's from those type of misses. He's always there to receive it. Ready siya for any catch.
So we saw that replay ball tossed by Bounty Fresh. That's a small guard right there. Narumi rebound. He already has 9 points. Ganun-ganun lamang. He missed the free throw though, but they got the ball back. Itong Chang Spa. A chance to go up double digits for the first time in this game.
Dunhill D.
Shot clock down to 2. They don't know it. Chang did not know it.
Di siya nasabihan about the shot clock. Pero just like that, Chang Spa with a comfortable 8-point lead.
Kalayo mo yun, no? Kanina, pakalayo ng lamang nitong SP2S. They've been stuck at 24 since Valentine's Day.
Kaya nga sinabi ko sa'yo, di ba? Dunhill D just takes only one guy to wake up, and that's the difference. Sa SP2S naman, the timing of their shots not falling is just inalasan talaga.
It cannot come at a worse time para sa SP2S kung kailang nagpapapasok na yung tira ni Dunhill D.
Tsaka naman sila nilamig.
Oo. Under 7 to play.
Si Jogo, hindi pa sumasabog. Hintayin mo pag sumabog yun, di ba?
Oo. Shot clock at 7. Here's a three-pointer by Alex Tan.
It's definitely their X factor for today. Alex with 3-pointers, something we haven't seen from the previous games of Chang Spa.
Siya yung nagmano ng 3-point shooting ni Jogo in this game. As we take a look at that 3-pointer by Alex Tan, is third of the game.
Siguro kinuha niya yung secret stuff ni Jogo before coming into this game.
Take a look at the next 3 games of SP2S. On May 3, they'll have Air Trav, and then they'll have Chang Spa on May 7. And to wrap it up, on May 14, they have the undefeated Viking Builders. It is going to be tough from this point forward for SP2S. That's the main reason they're up 11. Itong si Alex Tan. It's 11 points.
Yes, 11 points and sandamakmak na rebounds na siguro.
Oh. 35-24. Good drive by Lim. Just can't get it to go.
When the great wall of Alex Lau is there, might as well just heave up a prayer when you're going for a layup.
That wall defends you from everything. Sanidad has been quiet.
Yeah, so they checked Gilbert Sanidad.
Jason Chen.
Or maybe he could be saving up for the fourth quarter, since alam mo naman si Gilbert Sanidad is no stranger to carrying the load for his team.
MJ Tan, nakuhaan doon si Lau, but Dunhill D is starting to torch the net. Lim forced the issue. Here comes Tan. To balagtas. And now they'll reset. D creates some space.
Ganda na pag-create ng space ni Dunhill D. May nakita tayong angle eh, pero okay naman. Walang tawag.
Referees did not see it. Sanidad banker won't go.
Usually he makes those type of shots. It's just that there are just 2-3 guys on him.
And SP2S starting to bow their heads down. Not a good sign. If you're trailing by 11, could be 13 after this. No.
Fast break.
Go. No. And Dunhill did that. Again, no yun yung reason kaya he's averaging 4 or 5 rebounds a game.
He's always there. He's always going down. Hindi napapagod si Dunhill D.
Wide open shot for Chester Cow. But Rego will be cherry picking on the other end.
They need those type of breaks, man. Especially na nanlalamig sila. Just to see the ball go through is enough for them to find the groove.
That's just their 4th point of this 3rd quarter. At lampas kalahati na tayo. Tan goes inside. Lau gets it to go. It's not flashy, you know. See Alex Lau, like Tim Duncan.
Yes.
Just do your job.
And he just knows yung angle ng bola. He knows where to position himself. It's a great basketball player, knowing your limitations and your strengths. And yung ano yung kailangan ng team sa'yo, yung gagawin niya lang.
Oh.
You don't see Alex Lau going to the 3-point line kasi he knows that's not his job.
It's one thing not to know your role.
Yeah, and that's what makes teams really dangerous. Is you know your role, same page tayo lahat. We're gonna be unstoppable.
Kasi as a hooper, you always want to score.
Yes, yun nga, that's the prestige of scoring, diba? Yung getting the stats, but it's a matter of which guys are in the right place, right? You make the right stops, the right place, and that could be the difference between a win and a loss.
And Alex now is certainly doing the dirty job here. And Dunhill D is trying to do the scoring. It comes up empty there though. Bounty Fresh. The one do you deserve. Hashtag Laking Farm Fresh. Gilbert Sanidad. He has
The banker.
he has to come up with more than that if they want to come back in this game. Go. Corner, D. Nagtampisaw sa baseline. Leans in and comes up short. Takbo na dito ang SP2S, specifically just Rego. Ginawa ng paraan, pero masyadong malakas. Under 3 to play. Ito naman si Jogo. Hangs in the air.
Munti ka na. Game niya rin yun, yung pull-up mid-range, di ba, Graham?
Oo. Ayaw lang talaga mahulog today para kay Jogo.
Hindi lang talaga. I think 1 for 7 si Jogo after that.
Could be very close to that. Ang baba na field goal shooting nitong SP2S in this game.
Look at that Alex Lau. Great ball of Lau.
Great wall of Lau. Go against go.
Talaga. Oh, sayang.
At si Joe nakatapak sa labas.
You see that Jogo is frustrated. Good thing his team is up by 11. They're picking up the slack.
Nothing's going his way. 41-30.
SP2S just taking their time, trying to find the right play that will work for their team.
Not one of the best right there for Benjo King. Under 2 to play in this 3rd quarter.
Shooter, screams of shooter for Jogo. Short.
Hirap na hirap talaga siya makakonvert.
Good recognition.
Sa kabilang panig naman, si Ian Lee able to get that basket to go. I think whatever Jogo ate this morning, skip niya muna.
May hindi siya siguro nagawa sa kanyang ritual.
No, tama yan. Meanwhile, Alex Lau with a point-blank miss.
Good defense sa SP2S.
Pagkakataon ng SP2S na makalapit. And Ian Lee was able to get it to go. It's down to 7. After being up by as much as 13, halos mga lahati na lang itong lamang ng CHANG Spa. They will call a timeout. Brought to us by Goodfellow Pharma Corporation, transforming lives of the Filipino people. Take a look at the next 3 games nitong CHANG Spa. They'll meet SP2S again on May 7th and then go up and up on May 14. And to close out their elimination round against Airtrav on the 17th.
Just to explain the format in better terms, the reason they're facing SP2S again is because when you're in the same group, you face them twice. So SP2S yung kasama ng CHANG Spa and also Airtrav, hence facing them twice.
Under a minute to play in the third quarter. It's been a roller coaster game. SP2S is about to come back, and that's in and out.
They're still right in it. Graham from being down 12, now just 7. Let's see what Gilbert Sanidad and crew can do.
Sanidad will not score. A great effort by Chua fighting Lau in that rebound play.
You need guys like Adrian Chua if you're gonna have a chance of getting the ball from Alex Lau.
That's not an easy task. Just take a look at that.
Look at that.
replay.
Galing sa likod.
That's gang
Galing.
rebounding right there. Sablay nga lamang yung unang free throw. Batch 2001. Adrian Chua. "25 seconds remaining." Very close to an 8-second call right there. Go, drives, lost it, but D found garbage and turned it into gold.
Donald D for being the smallest guy on the court. Sanay siya sa inside the paint, no? Under the basket pa.
Siyang si Don Jojo dun sila, Bonbon Custodio, Sanidad.
Isn't Scotty Thompson also like that?
Oo, parang ganun.
He fishes for rebounds under. His timing is really impeccable.
It's about timing din talaga pagdating sa offensive rebound. Hindi na naka-score itong SP2S towards the end of the third. And it will be a 9-point game in favor of CHANG Spa. We take a look at our third quarter highlights here.
You can see that one from SP2S attacking the rim while CHANG Spa has the passing game of CHANG Spa is already on point here in the second half. Gilbert Sanida with a bank shot of that one, always on point, their star player. You can see Jogo here losing the ball, but of course Dunhill D, we've been raving about him all throughout this game, and that's because he's always there wherever the ball is nearest to.
Third quarter comes to an end, 43-34 in favor of CHANG Spa. Magbabalik kami for the fourth and final quarter of your Bounty Fresh Grace Alumni Basketball League 2023. Just like that, we are back inside the SGS Foundation building. Graham Esbert together with Nico Rocha. Hinahatid sa inyo ang Grace Alumni Basketball League 2023, which is being streamed live on YouTube at the Head Start Sports Academy channel. Nandun din to sa Grace Alumni Basketball League page on Facebook. And we are now in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Bounty Fresh, the one you deserve.
Great defense on CHANG Spa here, denying the entry passes from Gilbert Sanidad.
Ginawa na lang ng paraan doon ni Gilbert. Can't get it to go. Fast
Good
break play.
defense.
Good hands by Benjo King. Sundot na sundot from Kingsley C.
19 seconds on the shot.
So 19 seconds on the shot clock. Where will this
Jogo has
offense
been
go?
quiet.
Oo, pero ramdam mo siya on the
Ramdam mo pa
defensive
rin
end
siya.
eh. continues to do so. That shot is short.
The body's flying all over the pool.
It's like a
From
hot
both ends,
potato.
oh.
Downhill D pulls up.
That's his shot though. Pull up mid range.
He'll take that any time of the week. Sanidad against Go.
Oh wow, great defensive defensive stop by Go. Considering that he's giving up like maybe 10 to 15 pounds on Gilbert Sanidad.
That's what I'm saying. Ramdam mo pa rin si Jogo sa depensa. Even if he's not contributing on the other side of the court. Shot clock down to 10. Ian Lee goes cross court. Bencho King floater, no. And Lau gets that rebound.
Downhill D directing traffic for his team. Alex Lau positioning himself in the post. Yan na nga, naharap niya. Pero natulak si Alex and the ball is going back to SP2S.
Balagtas does not take outside shots
Hindi.
that much, ano?
And napansin ko talaga doon whenever, well, Chang's pa is leading pero the way they disrupt Alex, they really push him. Para hindi siya makaano, di ba? Para he doesn't find his footing there.
Oo. Kasi when he establishes his foot inside, say goodbye to those 2 points, bibigay mo na talaga yan.
So he can finish with left or the right when it comes to Alex Lau.
Sanidad for 3. That's strong. And then that rebound play, someone pushed itong si Lim.
Pushing down on number 28, Balagtas, that is first team foul. Shot clock on 14.
So it was Balagtas who was tagged with his first personal foul. Go wanted that ball from the outside. Now he gets it against Dunhill D. Sanidad facing Balagtas. Lim was rejected by Lau.
The great wall of Lau.
That's a barrier, no?
If ever we have a defensive player of the year, he's my bet for that one.
He's gonna be a candidate for sure. He's gonna stay with SP2S. Take a look at that replay brought to us by Max Steel. The roll-up door specialist, that is our defensive play brought to us by Max Steel. Talagang supalpal ni Alex Lau yung tira na yon.
Just like Max Steel, nasaraduhan.
Oo.
Hindi talaga.
Kung yung Max Steel roll-up door, yun talaga shut the door.
Shut the door kay Alex Lau.
Second team foul. 2 free throws for Angelo Lim.
Jogo complaining to the refs about that last play. He missed the first free throw. He has to watch himself. Itong si Jogo. Maybe warned.
Yeah, pero mukhang marunong naman siya magano na referee, mamasahe na referee. Hindi naman niya bibiglayin. You can see ito sa the ankle of Alex Lau. That could be crucial. I think he landed wrong in that rebound.
Oh, he's grimacing in pain.
Yeah. But mukhang kaya naman siguro. Let's see. Hopefully, we get to see Alex Lau back in this ball game. Chang needs him if they want to keep that 9-point lead that we see right now on your screens.
He can barely move. He's testing it.
Kaya.
He's able to walk on his own, but he's limping. And this is a chance for SP2S.
Well, of course, we don't want anyone to get injured, but those are the kind of openings that but you just have to unfortunately take advantage, right? Since they lose a defensive player of the year kind of big man. Might as well attack the rim and try to take advantage while Alex Lau is resting to see if he can still play or not.
This is the time. If you're SP2S, Alex now is on the bench, injured. There's going to be a foul.
Number 7, first team foul. Shot clock at 14 seconds.
That's number 7, Adrian Chua. 8 seconds on the shot clock for Chang. Jogo!
Di pa rin.
Still nothing for him.
Naku,
At inaabot niya doon si Rego. And of course, he disagrees.
Oh, meron pa naman pala isa si Chogo. Kala ko wala na siyang foul to give.
He's argued 3 of the 4 calls whistled against him.
But from our angle, it looks like natamaan nga niya naman.
He
sa
was
kamay.
able. It's either that or the body.
But we don't want... Well, Chang Spa doesn't want Jogo to be fouled out. Isa na lang yung foul to give niya. So, he's a crucial part of their team. Kahit hindi pumapasok yung tres niya right now. But his defense and just being there, being the long guy for Chang Spa is crucial.
And also, they're short-handed na nga dahil itong si Alex now, I'm looking at him on the other side of the court. Hindi niya tinatanggal yung sapatos niya, which is a good sign.
Baka bumalik nga.
Oo. Kasi if you're done, tatanggalin mo na yan. Balagtas somehow was able to keep that ball alive for them. Shot clock is at 9. Dunhill D. 3-pointer on its way. That's too strong. From Kings DC, another chance for SP2S to get closer.
I think King CC has a 3-pointer a while ago, right, Graham?
It's Alex Tan,
It's Alex Tan.
but he can also knock it down.
Considering we have seen Kingsley C spotting up in the wings as well, so I'm not surprised. Kasi sila ni Alex Tan para nagko-complement kung saan sila pupwesto pagdating sa tres.
That will not help their cause.
They're just only down by 6 with 7 minutes to go. That's still a lot of time for SP2S.
Oh.
But it all starts with these free throws.
And that's shorter than the first one. Under 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. D goes to Balagtas. 1 second to shoot. Done for 3.
Good defense on SP2S. Nagmadali si Tan dun.
And how many times in this game had they taken a shot late in the shot clock?
Yeah, and it's more of talaga the defensive effort from SP2S. Unlike some other teams na hindi masyado bumababa, hindi, di ba? Usually pag fast break, some teams take a break, but not SP2S. They really wanna be the first place team after all this is said and done.
They will overtake
Yun yung gusto
nga
nila.
itong Chang's pa.
Oo.
Lucas back on the floor for Chang.
Oh, there you go. It's nice to see Alex Lau there.
That will sail out. Sanidad has been quiet offensively by his standards.
I mean, Gilbert Sanidad has 12, but that's not what we're used to seeing from him. Usually, nagpaparamdam yan sa paint.
He has 20. He's averaging 20. Bounty Fresh, the one you deserve. Hashtag Laking Farm Fresh. Bounty Fresh, our main sponsor for the Grace Alumni Basketball League 2023. Look at what Alex now can give you on offense. D open. Yes.
It's automatic for a Dunhill D.
It's a mini version of DeMar DeRozan.
Yes, and he plays the part really well.
45-36. Want to thank Skills District, the official ball of the Grace Alumni Basketball League 2023. Itong magandang bola nakikita niyo is from Skills District. Top shot right there. Supalpal ni Alex Lau. Itong si Jello Lim.
Not when he's there. Sabi niya, not in my house. Not in my house.
Not in my empire.
Not in my empire.
8 on the 24. MJ Tan. Hinihingi ni Ray Go. He fires a 3. And again, who's got the board? It's Dunhill D, the smallest man in the court.
He has just a knack for the ball. The ball just comes up to him.
Tenacity, our official outfitter of the Grace Alumni Basketball League 2023. D fires, no. Lau inside, fouled, and he will take 2.
What a combo, Alex Lau and Dunhill D. It's like a Shaq and Kobe combo right there for Chang Spa.
Yeah, tama ka dun. It's like the Kobe and Shaq combination. very compatible silang dalawa eh.
Very
Hindi sila nagbabanggaan in terms of who gets this, who gets that.
Fit lang talaga, no?
I was 1 year old when Alex now graduated in 1997.
But judging by the way he plays, it doesn't look like he's not from batch 1997. It looks like he was born in 1997.
Oh, 47-36. Good defense by Kingsley C.
I mean, SP2S is still in it, but with the clock running down, they have to make their mark already.
Chusarap, one of our sponsors for the Grace Alumni Basketball League 2023. Kasing sarap ng 3-pointer ni Dunhill D.
Right on cue, Graham. Right on cue.
That's delicious. From Dunhill D, who's definitely upped his scoring here in the second half. At yung kalamangan, lumobo na talaga as we take a look at the Maxi air-conditioned 3-point shot by Dunhill D. We have a timeout on the floor. It's SP2S who needs and calls for one as they are down big. 50-36. Timeout brought to you by Goodfellow Pharma Corporation, transforming lives of the Filipino people. You look at Raygo and the rest of
The
SP2S.
sweet shooter from SP2S. Pero medyo na-check. Na-check ngayon si Rego ngayong second half.
And they are trying to make up 14 points in 4.5 minutes. Graham Esbert together with the host of the Sixth Man Podcast, Nico Rocha. Hinahatid sa inyo laban ng CHANG and SP2S. Virtually the battle for the number 1 seed in their group. And a steal by Dunhill D. It's like 6 steps ahead and he will not be caught.
So yeah, a menace both on offense and defense. Dunhill D, definitely a star and leading MVP candidate for the Grace Alumni Basketball
For
League.
sure. He's definitely up there and makukuha pa nila ulit ang bola off of that miss and joust. A basket here and this is over.
From what was a 6.7-point lead, it's a balloon to 16.
And again, SP2 started this game 7-0. It's been downhill because of Dunhill ever since. As Jason Tan was able to score, kaya lang mukhang may iniinda si Jason Tan down the baseline. Dumiretso agad siyang umupo doon after he made the basket. Looks like an ankle.
Baka mali lang yung yung landing.
It's either that or may naapakan siya. Let's take a look at the replay.
Makita natin sa replay. It's end one by MJ. Tapos hindi kita sa angle natin.
Kita sa angle na yon.
Siguro sa landing, no, Graham?
Could be that. And we saw in that replay, talagang dumiretso siyang umupo. He'll try to walk it off.
You can always not back in if he feels like kaya pa naman.
Looks like hindi niya kakayanin.
But yeah, the show must go on when it comes to these types of injuries.
So instead it will be Ian Lee who will be taking the bonus free throw. Graduated in 2005. 13 ang hinahabol dito ng SP2S. They're now applying some full court pressure. They're successful in getting the ball back. Go! Pinilit against Lau.
That's a tough task for Rego. Going up against Alex La. Kung ako yan, I would pull back, try to pull Alex La out of the paint, and try to see a cutting teammate.
Oo. He had his mind made up, no?
More of a gung-ho na bahala na. Tara na.
3:20 remaining. Benjo for 3. If Alex now has less than 10 rebounds in this game, I'll be shocked. Should have more than that already. Max Steele, the roll-up door specialist.
Si Max
One of
Steel
our-
talaga.
oh. one of our sponsors, main sponsors. And this Grace Alumni Basketball League 2023, wala nang 3 minuto natitira dito sa 4th and final quarter. That shot will not go in for Adrian Chua.
Yung back steal nila, very perfectly describes the type of defense we see from the pace, especially kay Alex Lau. Kukuha sila ng model, Alex Lau, that's your guy.
Oh, it could be also the sponsor for the defensive player of the year if we'll ever have one. And Changspa is doing this with Jogo only having 3 points. Wara move by Balagtas.
That's very a la Kyrie Irving.
Oh, full the defense entirely. Go back rims it. That's Ray I was talking about. Now it's Joe.
Ganda ng feed.
Unselfish. Could have gone up, but chose to pass instead. Ray go for 3.
Finally breaking the
Dry
lid.
spell.
Oh, kasi tagal niyang ano eh. Malamig kanina eh.
Ray go with 11 points in this game. Sabi natin kanina, Dunhill D has been struggling all game long. He's already up right to his average at 20.
Na-check lang nung first half.
Oh, Tan was big in the first half. Clobbered, blocked. But they'll have 1.4 remaining. I'm not gonna be surprised if Dunhill D gets this ball.
Basa niya
They want to go to Jogo, but Raygo was there to read it. Ray for 3.
Almost.
Almost.
That Dunhill D is kayang for the rebound. Parang pinag niya yung bola eh. No?
What is he, like 5'5", 5'6", Dunhill D?
I feel like he's 5'5", 5'6", but the way he plays like a 6-footer, especially the way how he has a nose for the ball, Graham.
Very good player. I wish I would have seen him in his prime.
This is his prime.
Still his prime? 7 segundo na lalabi sa shot clock. Itong SP2S. Ray go for 3.
No go.
It's probably all she wrote, as Changspa will be wasting away some time. Wisely. Go. For a while there, I thought he's going to be taking that 3. Shot knocked down to 5. Shot knocked down to 3. Corner shot. Yes!
And I think that's the nail in the coffin.
That's the final one. Spenjo King misses. Changspa will be comfortably ahead in the standings 3-1 after this game. While itong SP2S will fall down to 1 and 2.
Ball by Ringo and his second 30 foul. 40 seconds on the shot clock.
(56-42). We're just waiting for the final score here. Go. Palagtas was able to get it to go. That was very close to a violation, but they did not call that. And SP2S will just dribble away. Oh no, Sanidad took a 3. That just adds to more rebound for Alex now. And that will do it. I'll say it's a dominant win by Changspa, the way they dominated the 4th quarter, actually the second half, especially this guy, Dunhill D.
Check out some of the instant replays here. Again, Dunhill D with one of his many rebounds, his putbacks, and nothing else you can expect from the best player for Changspa.
When he gets that open and that close.
Meron siyang patented
It's
na
over.
mid-range shot eh. Mga pull-ups niya. Ito from 3 naman.
Oh, from 3. Money in the bank. Oh.
It's really hard to stop a guy like Dunhill D who's comfortable with attacking the paint, mid-range shots, fast breaks, and 3-pointers. And that is why he is our player of the game in the Changspa SP2S battle for first here in Group A.
undisputed 58-42 solo first for CHANG Spa after beating SP2S by 16 points. It was a bad start for CHANG Spa, no? But they were able to come up with a series of baskets, make it close. We take a look at the game highlights. Again, it started very well para dito sa SP2S.
Kita si Gilbert Sanidad with his threes. And then sabi ni Alex Tan, hindi ako papaiwan dyan. I will make my own threes as well. Actually, Alex Tan having 3-4 3-pointers during this game. SP2S keeping up with everybody here in our game. Again, this is Nico Rocha and with my partner Gremnel Esper joining you guys today in the first game of the triple header in the Grace Alumni Basketball League. There will be two more games right after this one, and I hope you guys will be able to join us in this next games. At 3:15 will be Vicon Builders against Airtrav, and Masumax and go up and up at 4:30 for the last game in the Sunday matchup for the Grace Alumni Basketball League.
We will bring the action to you in a few minutes. For now, that's it for our first game. CHANG Spa beating SP2S 58-42. Coming up next, it's going to be the Vicon Builders against Airtrav, and that will be followed by Masumax and Go Up and Up to conclude our triple header. Sa ngalan ni Nico Rocha, my name is Grem Esber, and we will see you in our next game, Vicon Builders Airtrav, in a few minutes.